Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, where we discuss all things Manchester United. And there is so much to discuss. Bruno Fernandes rejects HILAL and is staying at Manchester United. Let me repeat that. Bruno rejects the move to Saudi Arabia, and he is staying. I have plenty to say on that. I'm sure my co-hosts have plenty to say on that. I'm sure you lot in the chat have plenty to say on that as well. Jadon Sancho will also be returning to Manchester United. We don't know whether that's going to be temporarily or whether that's going to be permanently, but he will not be joining Chelsea. And speaking of more in regards to Manchester United, Højlund linked with a move away. Anthony linked with a move away. Rashford linked with a move away as well, people. So please keep all your comments or your questions Manchester United related, please, people. And when you enter the city of sarcasm, make sure you pay the tax, people. All I need you to do is hit the like button on the video. So whether you're watching this live right now or you're watching this back after the live, make sure hit the like button on the video. Please make sure you share this out across all of the socials as well. And that's me, Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV on Twitter and Instagram, at Sarcasm City TV, at That's Me Flawless. Again, retweet, like on X/Twitter. Make sure you share from the Instagram and all the social media apps you are active on. And just as important, hit that subscribe button as well. It is road to 16,000 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the Clips channel as well. Sarcasm City TV Clips. The link is in the title. So make sure it's road to 200 subscribers on there, road to 16,000 subscribers on here as well. Big up to everyone in the chat already. Big up to Reluctant Killer. What? Jesus. What username? Says, yo, Flawless, big up. Big up to Haha. Big up Forza. Big up Dal as well. Sham, good to see you in the chat as well. Nephew in the cut. Nephew, let me know what time I said for clubs to you lot the other day. But yeah, people, we are going to bring on the rest of the ManDem as well. So we've got Eddie in the cut. King is in the cut as well. What you man telling me, man? You man good? What's going on?
What up, though? I'm cool,
Blessings,
man.
Eddie.
What up, Eddie?
What up, man? I'm back in good old California.
Love that.
Back to the early mornings of United news and not having to wait till like 10 at night to see what games. So I'm cooling, man. I can't complain too much, dog.
Yeah. Like, I'm glad you're good, Eddie. Glad you made it back safe. King, what you saying before we get to the football? You good?
Yeah. I'm all good, Flawless. Big up Eddie as well. Obviously, I'm all good apart from the, you know what I mean, apart from United. But we will get into that. We get into that.
And I forgot to mention, see, so much is going on there. Embremo news as well, people. Embremo. Let me not forget that. We'll get to the Embremo news. He rejected Arsenal, he rejected Spurs, he rejected Newcastle United as well. So Manchester United are favourites to land him. No deal has been struck with him personally. No deal has been struck with Brentford either. But that should happen in the next 7 to 10 days as well. But let's start with the biggest news that I don't know. Well, I woke up to, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, sickening. Bruno Fernandes rejects HILAL. And like I said, the title says staying at Manchester United. And I'm just disgusted. That's where I'm at with it, people. I am absolutely disgusted. I was livid at first, and then my anger and being livid then turned to complete disgust. And not even at Bruno. Not even so much. I know people have aimed criticism and aimed their anger towards Bruno, but that decision should have never been in his hands. Why Manchester United have allowed Bruno to make the decision? We should have been on that and pushing him out of the door. What is going on? Why is the manager begging him to stay, talking about he's going to be an integral part of the rebuild? Where is the ownership? Where's the adults in the room? The deal made sense for all parties involved. Manchester United have money, as it's been shown. Cunha deal and Bremo even being rejected by Delap. There was money there. And if you add in the Bruno money and all of the other money as well, we could have done a full rebuild and had somewhat of a fresh start. Because it's not really a fresh start with Amorim because he's been there already, but a fresh start with numerous new players. How come nobody at Manchester United is held accountable for poor performances? Players are not held accountable for poor performances. Managers not held accountable for a poor performance. And the ownership isn't held accountable for poor performances. And even outside of poor performances, a horrific season. Diabolical season, people. We finished 15th, if people don't forget. We finished 15th. Just getting some feedback from you, Eddie. Just gonna mute yourself when you're ready, fam. 15th we finished, people. And it's not like we finished we scraped 15th on the last day. Let me just clarify that. It's not like we were 12th, 13th, lost the last 2 games, and then we dropped to 15th. No, we had to win on the last day to get 15th. Minus 11 goal difference. We won, what, 6 to 7 games? I think that the manager got 9 points in the calendar year of 2025. But yeah, no one is held up begging this guy to stay. Why? Especially after his awful performance in the Europa League final as well. No accountability for that. Then what he said after that, straight after the final, well, if the club want to sell me for money, then they can sell me. Zero accountability. And then even after that, the Instagram story a few days ago, where we said something along the, what was it? Something along the lines of,
he said he said something like if you try and fail, then congratulations. That's what he said.
That's it. Yeah, I'm just pulling it up now. 1 second. Yeah, but you're right. But what King just said there is fairly accurate. He's saying here, hold up 1 second. Where is it? Scrolling up now. Yeah, if you tried and failed, congratulations. There are people who don't even try. And we left it in the hands of this man.
Sounds like a loser.
Trust me, it sounds like a loser, and a loser with zero accountability. So I'm just disgusted. That's pretty much my fault, Tony. I'm disgusted by the manager. I'm disgusted by the board that he is still here. And we left it in the hands of him. We should have been doing business with Al Hilal, took the 80, 90, 100 million, 110 million, 120 million, and reinvested that in the squad. And it seems like it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back with this lot. Because then Bremo, fantastic news, which we'll get to. Fantastic news. Need to get the deal done. But then the next day, it's Bruno Fernandes is staying. Why? That's what I want to know. That's what confuses me the most as to why. Where are you with him? Like we said before, when people say, where would you be without him? Where are we with him? And it's not solely his fault, but this is why I want everybody gone. Because I want everybody who's been here over a long period of time gone. As this is, in 4 years, we've had our 3 worst ever Premier League seasons. We had one, then there was a great break, then we had another one, and then this one. Never mind the European. Shocking. What we doing? Shocking. You know what I'm saying? Our worst ever Champions League campaign, and then an absolute awful defeat in Europe. And yeah, like I said, just disgusted. That's where I'm at with it. Just disgusted that people can make such incompetent decisions. Obvious. This is like the Ten Hag situation all over again. And when I say that, I'm talking about the easy decision. Everyone can see clear as day what the correct decision is. And somehow you fuck it up. Somehow you get it wrong. And now they've done the same with, well, they've already done it with the manager, but now they've done it with Bruno. And I would have forgave them more with the manager if he had left. And the thing is, we probably are going to clear out more players as well. More players will be sold because links is heavy. But just disgusted. Absolutely how we missed this. 100 million. You can go spend 2, 3. You can go get 2, 3 midfielders with that. Because he was already going to get a striker anyway. Reports came out saying that the Embremo deal is nothing to do with the Bruno deal, and then you can go get a goalkeeper, and then you give yourself a chance. You give yourself, you might mean business. Had a chance to show everyone that you lot meant business. Fumbled. NBA settings, man. You airballed the free throw. Game winner. It's a game winner. And you airballed it. But yeah, just disgusted. Eddie, we'll go to you first, man. Thoughts on Bruno staying?
Yeah, I mean, on a day like today, everybody's happy. The scrubs who championed this man and put posters in their house for him get their scrub leader back. And me, I get Jadon Sancho to come back, you know? I'm playing people. I'm playing.
Reports are saying he might stay, but he's been linked with moves away.
I'm playing. No, let me be real. I think this punk ass manager has something to do with it. I can't prove it, but my Scooby senses tell me otherwise. United, you know, the hierarchy, I feel like if they got an offer they couldn't refuse, they might have inclined him to go. Maybe the offer they got wasn't what they thought it was going to be. And so while they didn't say, Bruno, thank you, but no thanks, they probably just left it up to him. And we're like, yeah, you can do what you want. I think he doesn't have that much left on his contract as is.
2027, I think it is.
Yeah,
I
do think the writing's on the wall for him. I think we're gonna start to see this become a consistent thing with him, with teams pretty much wanting him up out of there, at wanting him and us getting him up out of here. Because I just look at the Embuemo news, other players we're looking at, their ages, and the timeline. And the one thing about sports is when it comes to roster building or just your team makeup, you can't be on two different timelines. Meaning you can't be, we're going to go all in for a title, right? So we're going to sign experienced players. Meanwhile, we're going to have this significant collection of younger talent, right? Now, Embuemo, again, brother said he's 26. Okay. All right, bro, you're 26. That's cool. We'll run with that. You look at Acuna. Acuna's about what, 25 or something? They were saying
he's 26 as well.
26 as well. So then you look at, we got Euros, got Aiden's, got Dorgu's, got Ahmad's. Casemiro's probably the oldest on the squad or close to it with Bruno. So you have this very large collection of young talent competing with this collection of seasoned vets, and that just never works for a team because those are competing timelines, right? You have guys who are just getting into the prime of their career, and you have guys who are on the back end of their career. You can't have it split down the middle. You got to go one way or another. Like, look at a team like Inter. Inter got old dudes all across the pitch, and there's maybe one or two younger players up in there, but for the most part, their spine is a bit more seasoned. Then you go the opposite route. You go to a PSG where it looks like every one of them kids can barely get a drink. So you gotta, as a club, you have to decide which direction you're going in. And I think United has made it clear that they're going in the youthful direction. Bruno staying, I'm not going to lie, I predicted it because his punk ass loves the attention. He don't get the attention for ball playing. He gets the attention for just being a source of conversation, being very polarizing, right? Where he plays, I don't know, because our 210s are occupied.
He's in the pivot, fam. He's in the pivot. He's in the pivot. That's because couldn't you go play one side, or let's say we don't sign. Sorry, couldn't you go and be left 10? And let's say it's not Embuemo, and Embuemo going to be right 10. He's playing in the pivot. So whoever that pivot player is next to him got to be Superman. You better go get an Avenger. You better go shout Captain America or something.
Applause. I appreciate you giving me the break.
Yeah. You better go get T'Challa or something. T'Challa's son. Killmonger or something.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta get T'Challa to play the other six.
Yo, T'Challa gotta be in there, man. Go get, you know what I'm saying? Go get M'Baku. The gal he called the ball-headed demon. We need someone from Marvel.
We know who we need. We need Caruso. We need Caruso at the other six.
We need ball-headed demon Caruso, man. Yeah, man, go get Caruso. I just seen a thing Giannis talking about. He can do 50 to 100 kickups. He talking about maybe teaming up with KD. Hey, we need you with Bruno in the midfield, Giannis.
I'm here for it.
Hey, man, we need you in the midfield with Bruno Fernandes.
Hell yeah.
That's what it is.
Hell yeah. But just to finish up, man, it was predicted, bro. It was predicted. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here because for me, a lot of things be too good to be true.
Yeah.
Right. that's just the way the world works. You telling me we kill it with the Cunha deal, we kill it with the Embuemo deal, no bad news gonna be around the corner.
Mhm.
So I just played the law of averages. I was like, yeah, we're gonna see some bad shit. But yeah, again, he's just to finish up, he's the worst United captain ever. Um and that's just not me projecting. That's the facts. We haven't had our lowest starts have come with him captaining the squad. So we'll see what it moves, man. We'll see. At least we got one game a week, so I don't have to see him that much. But we move, man.
Was it? Yeah. And the thing is, I thought so. Not even by the good news and you mentioned there. I just thought because the deal was dragging out. That's why I didn't think he'd leave. Once deals start dragging out, I'm always convinced it's not going to happen because what is there to talk about? Like someone mentioned in the chat about his wife. If it was Robert, you said Bruno's wife didn't want to change their lifestyle. That might have been the case, but it's one of
I gotta
them.
be
Hey,
careful. I was about to make a joke, boy. I gotta be careful. I
yeah,
forgot.
like, you gotta make. We all gotta make sacrifice. I don't tell no one how to run their household because their life is their life. But hey, that's a life changing amount of money. So fairs, but
Hell
as
yeah,
you
it's
mentioned
just
it,
it's crazy.
on brand with the attention, man. Type of character he is. For you, what
Yeah,
was best? The fact that you think what's best for Manchester United is crazy.
you think
That's
you
crazy.
are what's best for Manchester
You
United, bruh?
after you just admitted you failed.
You
Oh,
gave Tottenham let's just before King goes. Let me just roll down the list, people. This is their king, right? You had a big part to play in Tottenham getting their first trophy. In consecutive seasons, you'd lowered the bar as to our lowest Premier League finish.
yes.
And truthfully, I don't think I've ever seen team morale be as bad as when you've been involved with the club. So, we'll see, man. We'll see.
Big up Dunsey as well in the chat. Large up everyone
Big
in the chat.
Dempsey.
What are you saying, King, man?
Don, what up, though?
Fuck. Shout out Dunsey every single time. He over there enjoying
Yeah,
himself.
like,
King,
bro,
what I'm saying.
like everyone has to hold the smoke, bro. Like Ineos have to hold the smoke, Bruno has to hold the smoke, and this fan base have to hold the smoke, because the reality is, I think I said it on this show before, yeah. It's not just £100 million, but he's on 300k a week. So we will, be getting, if we would have got rid of him, we would have been saving 30 mil on the wage bill as well. 30 million plus the 100 million transfer fee as well. So, and obviously we signed Bruno for 47 mil when we bought him for Sporting Lisbon. So we would have made big profit on that. So this is the thing, bro. Like you said, for us, like how have Ineos put it in Bruno's hands? I do not know. I do not know how Ineos have managed to put this in Bruno's hands. You get me? Because it's an absolute disgrace. Because there was multiple of reports coming out saying, "Oh, Bruno's considering of going to Saudi. Bruno's considering. Bruno's considering." Like, bro, if you were really, if you didn't want to go in the first place, why was you considering it, bro? Why was you even thinking about it? Why didn't you just reject the first offer, bro? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, like, this is some idiot thing. Man came out in the Europa League final and that. Man came out in the Europa League finals and said, "Oh, if the club want to sell me for financial reasons, oh, if the club want to sell me, and this and that, it is what it is." Something along those lines, basically.
Yeah.
He said, "If the club want to get rid of me, rid of me, I will go." You get me? If the fan base don't want me here, I will go. This is what your captain has said himself. Yeah? Bruno Magnifico, that people call it. Majority of this fan base have to hold smoke as well, because I've heard majority of this fan base say that he's a legend at Manchester United and he should be in Ballon d'Or conversations. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've heard. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've heard. So where was Bruno Fernandes in the semi-final against Chelsea in the FA Cup where we got beaten 3-1 under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We got beaten by Frank Lampard's Chelsea 3-1 in the FA Cup semi-final. This was in the 1920 season. Bruno was playing in that game and we got beat 3-1. When we was 3-0 down, what did Bruno do in that game? Did absolutely zero apart from scoring a penalty when we was already 3-0 down. Yeah? Where was he in both Europa League finals? Where was he in both Villarreal and Tottenham? Where was this Bruno Magnifico? Where was he in the FA Cup final? Not last season, the season before when we lost against Man City. Where was he in that final? Where was he in that final when we lost 2-1 against City? Oh, he scored a pen. Apart from the penalty, what did he do against Man City? Absolute zero. Absolute zero. Yeah. And what did he do in the quarter final? What did he do in the quarter final against Tottenham in the Cowbell Cup, where we lost 4-3? Everyone will remember that game where Bayondes conceded from the corner. Where was he in that game where we lost 4-3 against Tottenham in the quarter final? Yeah, this is supposed to be Bruno Magnifico, Manchester United legend. Yeah, this is supposed to be Ballon d'Or worthy. Bruno Fernandes, when he's like Eddie said, when he's basically captained Man United to our worst 2 finishes in the Premier League era. This is your guy. This is your guy. I heard a clip on Instagram of a guy saying, promise me, Bruno, you won't leave. These are the fans, bro. These are the fans that want to keep this guy. Why, bro? Bro, we could have got 3 players, like you said. We could have easily got 3 players with that money, bro. And this is the thing, the culture at Manchester United, the culture we all know has been the biggest problem with this club. Getting rid of Bruno would have sent shockwaves, fam. That's what it would have sent. It would have sent shockwaves. It brings out a statement, and the fact that Ineos didn't force him to go up to force him out when Ineos have spoken about, because we all remember
StreamYard's messing up. Go on. If you see me, you know why. Carry on chatting.
Yeah. Because we all remember when Sir Jim Ratcliffe came out in the interview and he was explaining all the financial issues and this and that. Ratcliffe did an interview with Gary Neville explaining our financial issues, this and that, this and that. Everyone remembers that interview, right? With Sir Jim Ratcliffe. He was explaining every financial issue with the club. So you know that you're not in the greatest position financially, but yet you leave it in Bruno's hands. It just absolutely makes it no sense, bro. Bro, it makes no sense. And Bruno said he wants to play in Europe. Well, guess what, Bruno? This season we're not playing in Europe. You know what I mean? So what are you talking about again, bro? You get me, bro? You get me, bro? This is the thing. This is the same man that said, oh, I want the best for Manchester United, this and that. But like you said, you failed. You tried and failed. You be posted up stories on your Instagram, bro, saying that you failed. You get me? And being posted, you know what I'm saying? Bro, it's that, bro. Bruno's that guy, yeah. You know, Bruno's that guy. It's that being in a toxic relationship, yeah. And then is that being in a toxic relationship with your girl, and then you start talking to a new girl, and then your girl says to you, please stay with me, and then you end up staying with that toxic girl instead of being with a new girl, bro. That's what Bruno is. That's what he is, flawless.
Yeah,
that's what he is.
Trust me.
That's what he's doing.
It's disgusting in the manner in which we went about it. That's what's annoyed me the most. Like I said, that's what's annoyed me the most about it, is that we left the decision in his hands. Be the adults in the room. I'd take the decision away. Why is he making the decision? You made a great
Why?
point. You made a great point about he's considering it. So his head was turned because you had
Yeah,
conversations with him. For whatever reason, you decided to stay, whether that's the family, whether that's about Manchester United and you wanted to be at a big club or you wanted to be in your play in Europe, like you said, or a mixture of those things or other
yeah.
reasons. It's absolutely crazy. That amount of money, the wages you get off the books,
Wait,
and it
yeah,
just sends a message to this is what people are missing out. It sends a message to the rest of the squad. That's the main reason I wanted him gone. It sends
yes,
a message to the rest of the squad that poor performances and performing and being diabolical and the season and the team having a horrific season will not be tolerated. That's where I'm at. Like, oh
yeah,
shit, they just got rid of the captain, fan favorite, guy who gets G&A, guy who's been lauded here, best chance creator in Europe, top of the chance created list. All these nonsense stats that don't mean anything because just watch him play. That's the main reason I wanted him gone. Because then
yeah,
that puts everybody else in the squad, even the players who are staying, on notice. Even the
yeah,
players who are coming in on notice. Look who we just got rid of. PSG, obviously, we're not on their level, but that's a prime example. Mbappe didn't buy in. Mbappe is a quality player, by the way. Do not get misunderstood. One of my favorite players to watch. He did not buy into what Enrique was trying to do. So you know
yes,
what they did? They didn't let him go, but he left on a free, and they reinvested. He
yeah,
left on a free, and they
yeah.
reinvested. They tried to get him to buy in. Mbappe wasn't trying to buy him, but they let their best player go at the time. And guess what happened? They got better as a team.
This
They
manager's
made
a
the
disgrace as well,
they
bro.
made
This
the
man,
correct, yeah, they made the correct additions. And what we
yeah,
could have done is made the correct additions to be better as a team. Because
yeah.
scoring goals wouldn't have been a problem. And Bremo's probably on his way. Couldn't use it. Those two alone are gonna get goals. But we move. We'll go to you, Dan. Hope you're blessed, fam. Fault on Bruno staying.
Mate, hope you're well, mate. Yeah, all is well on my side, mate. And big
Lovely,
up
fam.
to my guy King. Yeah, man, flipping, bro. Like, if Bruno really cared about Man United, bro, he would have left, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a man, you heard what he said when he come out talking about if they need me to leave in order to get funds for me, then I'll do it. Like, yeah, all right,
Yeah,
mate. The guy's waffling, bro. Like talking bare shit. And he's pulled Ineos's pants down, bro. And Amarim. Because at the end of the day, he's revealed, like, it's demonstrated, this whole situation is demonstrated, like I said before, or earlier today,
Hmm.
that Ineos are not serious. They're not serious. If you was really so concerned about rebuilding this squad and doing what's right and being the best, coming to getting to the top again, then you will do these things that are necessary. Like you would sell Bruno, like no matter what, because you've just mentioned all of the pros to that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You two have put it perfectly. I couldn't have said it any better, some of the things you're saying. You got a strong case as to why you should have got rid of this guy. And there's
Right.
more reasons to have got rid of him than to keep him. Do you know what I'm saying? And you've just said what they are. So it makes logical sense to get rid of this guy. And they haven't done it. What it tells me is Amarim is I don't want to swear on the stream, but
Ah, you can
we
swear.
know what he is. Yeah, and Ineos. They're the same, bro. Because at the end of the day, if you're a serious club, you make serious moves. Yeah. And this is not a serious move, bro. And you pointed out some points that I didn't even think about as well in terms of like just how it will affect the others as well. Because his head was turned, he was thinking about the move going.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now all the other players are seeing that, whether thinking, hold on, this is meant to be our captain. There should be no question. Like he should have shut it down straight away if that
Well,
was the
yes.
case. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But he never. He
Yeah.
was still listening. And then they're
Mhm.
coming out of, oh, but his family, you know, bruv, it's all bullshit. It's not about his family. The reason why, you know what I'm saying, his wife got with him in the first place is because he's Bruno. He is the captain. You know what I'm saying? Just literally, like, he is the captain in his family as well. Yeah. So take your family to Saudi, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's just bullshit, man. And this is just proving because we had some good news yesterday with Mbuma and all that. And then you just hit back to reality today, bro. Like
Yeah.
all the gas kind of feels like it was for nothing because at the end of the day, it's just like now I don't have faith that they're gonna even sign. Could have happened if we sold Bruno. Do you know what I'm saying? We could have done the
Danny
proper big
boy.
thing. We could have done the proper thing. You know what I'm saying? But now I don't see us selling Onana. He's gonna probably stay now. Do you know what I'm saying? And now they're just gonna be clutching at straws now, man. And that's all because you didn't take the opportunity to sell a 32-year-old Bruno. Yeah. Like, why would you not do that, bro? This just makes us feel as if like Man United have just proven, like I said, they are a beta club, bro. Like they are not serious, bro. They're a beta entity, bro. They're not the mighty Manchester United anymore. And this would have signaled, if they would have sold him, it would have been a big statement of intent. People that talk about, oh, the signings that come in as a statement of intent. But that right there, Bruno leaving, would have been the biggest statement of intent, regardless of the signings coming in or anything. That thing right there, that whole situation signifies how unserious Ineos are, the Glazers, and Amarim. They're all shit, bro. I'm tired,
Whoa,
bro.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Eddie!
My dog. My dog. Why go out, my dog?
Come on.
Come on, man. I just did a couple push-ups
Talk to
when I
me.
seen you was in the building. I just did a couple, man, just to make sure I
Come
was
on,
cool
man.
with you, you
I
know?
love that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Come
My
on, man.
man, my man.
Come on,
Y'all
man.
cook, y'all cook. I'm sure I'm here though. I mean, I had
Yes,
to
and
answer the
that
call. My fault.
But
you're
that's
good,
what it
Eddie.
is.
And yeah, you made like again valid points there about it. Just shows how unserious you are because
Yeah.
Proper,
I've
man.
been saying for the past couple of weeks now about I'm more concerned about outgoings. My focus is outgoings rather than the income is
Yes.
Cunha, great. And Bremo, great players we've been linked with. Fantastic. No issue. Getting rid of players is the issue. And again, Dan, fantastic point about why was your head turned? You supposed to be the leader. I didn't even think of that way. You the captain. You love the club. Die for the badge. All this bullshit. Because die for the badge, there's no metric for that. It's just something that people make up. Your
Yeah.
head was turned. And this was over a prolonged period of time. So you was having conversations with them and was considering it to the point
Bro,
where
if
you
you're
can't even say,
flawless, think about it. If you're a
oh,
serious club, yeah, and you know that your captain is thinking about leaving,
yeah,
bye bye. Like, you know what I'm
yes,
saying? Go then, bitch.
yes,
Like,
yes,
look, that's why they're a beta club, bruv. How are you going to still want them to remain when he don't want to be here, bruv? Like what my
Yes.
guy King was suggesting with the relationship terminology and whatnot. Like, if a girl don't want you, let her go, bruv. Only
fact.
suckers will stick around and be like, "Oh, please, baby, don't leave me." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you waste, man. Get out of here, man. They're all jokes, man. They're all a
and that
joke, man. All
and
of them.
that's it right and that's right and that's
Pussy.
it right there because and people can't even say the club forced him out because the club wanted to
Nope.
keep him. The club, it was clear that Manchester United as a football club wanted to keep him, or the hierarchy wanted to
It's
keep him, and
disgrace, bro.
wanted to keep him. So we can't even say his head was turned and he was considerate because he wasn't wanted. You
So
was
what is
considerate,
Bruno now going to leave on a free? He's gonna run down his contract now, isn't it?
Yeah. Probably.
maybe if he's still here at 33, 34, certain whatnot. That's the that's the around the age he'll be
I,
once the
I
deal was
mean,
up.
now here's the thing with him. Like, he doesn't really have a choice. Like, people, the market has shown you they don't respect him as a football player. The larger market. Now, Saudi giving you a deal is one thing, but the likes of an Inter or you name it, one of these bigger European clubs coming in for Bruno has not been there. I think I can be, it's reasonable for me to say this.
Cool.
If there was a Champions League club who put that amount of money on the table for Bruno, he'd take it. Not
Yeah.
just that, but just
That's what the
like,
reports are saying. Yeah.
yeah, not even let me not say a champion, like, not the money, because Saudi giving, like, them type of deals is crazy,
Yeah.
but just any Champions League club with a suitable offer, I don't doubt that he would take it. I think it's the fact that it's Saudi, right, is the only reason we're even having this conversation. I don't think, you know, the football world respects Bruno as much as he thinks. And as a result, like we're seeing with the likes of Mbuemo and Acuna, that Manchester United platform means something. And he's going to take advantage of it till he can't anymore. And that's just where we're at. And it's that simple for me with him. Again, he's a 5, right? He's a 5, but it's 2 a.m. at the club. And somebody picked him up. So he's going to try and play the game, but he knows you the only one she can go home with. She know that too. Yeah. But she want to fake it like she really like that. But we know the truth. We see the black underneath your heel. We know the truth. Don't do this. Don't act like this. So, yeah, man, that's why I'm not even like, am I bothered? Of course, because I hate Bruno. I actually do hate him.
Yeah.
But it fits the description, man.
I despise him, bro. You know, like that. No, like that. I despise him, bro. Like, I just, bro, like, man wants to be talking about his leadership and his cap, bro. Every time when this guy gives the ball away, yeah, he blames everyone, bro. Every time when he gives the ball away, he blames everyone. He shouts at everyone, bro. You get it, bro. And when we are losing, yeah, the man just hoofs, bro, hoofs the ball, hoofs it every time when we are losing, bro. Every time when we are losing, he just hoofs it more. And like this manager as well, yeah. Like this manager will talk about, we need more Brunos and this and that in the team. Like the way that man would gaslight Bruno in like every press conference and that, bro. Like this manager hasn't got any balls either, fam. You know what? You know, like that.
Well, you mentioned it. Talk about Amarim. Talk about him and Flo's
like this manager's a fraud as well, bro. This manager's a fraud, bro. Like there's nothing else. Like you have seen this guy captain you to your worst ever finish, 15th place. 15th place. You've seen this guy week in and week out play shit, yeah? Week in and week out, yeah? Yeah, and you see him 50th, bro, captain you to 15th, bro. And you still decide, you know what? We need more Brunos around the team when he's captaining you to the worst finish ever, bro. Like, bro, are you all right, bro? Gassing this guy in every press conference, bro. Like, bro, like Bruno gets the club, he gets the badge, all of this and that. The same things that you say about Mason Mount, bro. The same thing that you say about Mason Mount. The very same things. Bruno in a pivot long term, I've said this, it will never ever work because this guy just does whatever he wants, bro. The guy just leaves gaps in midfield, bro. The guy just leaves gaps in midfield, bro. Like that's all this guy does. You seen him captain you to your worst ever finish, and you want to keep this guy. You want to keep. You know. This is your biggest season yet. You know that you have to go through a rebuild, and you know that you have to go through a rebuild. But yet you still choose to keep this guy.
It's like he's asking to be sacked, bro. He's a pussy.
Yeah, he's asking to be sacked. And I've said this, yeah. I said this when he first got appointed. I remember when he first got appointed. I said when he first got appointed, I said if you keep Bruno, if you keep man like Bruno, if you keep man like Garnacho, Højlund, all of these man, if you keep all of these man will get you sacked. Yeah, all of these men will get you sacked. Mm-hmm. That's the reality, Flawless.
He don't believe in himself, man. Like it's a piss.
That's the reality of it. The man like Bruno, Garnacho, and all of these men will get you sacked. These men will get you sacked. You know that you could sign 2 midfielders with that money, but now.
No, but guess what? Yeah, but guess what though? That's true. But at the same time, he keeps sticking and play like with certain players and that. So it's on him as well, bro. Like he's just an idiot. Like
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Do something different, Amarim. But you're not
this
because you're a pussy.
this guy's gonna shoehorn, bro. This guy's going to shoehorn Bruno in every single position. This guy's gonna probably
Yeah.
shoehorn him in the false nine at times, in the pivot or in the freaking 10. He would probably put Cunha in the 9 and put Bruno in the 10 or something. He would do something stupid like that, bro. I've seen this foolishness, bro. You
Yeah,
get me,
it's
bro? I won't be surprised. Yeah, I won't be
Yeah, I
surprised,
wouldn't
bro.
be surprised, man. I wouldn't be
I wouldn't be
surprised.
surprised, bro, because this guy's gonna just shoehorn him in like freaking he does with freaking what's his name, Diego Dallo, bro. Because every time he shoehorns that guy in, it's gonna be the same thing with Bruno, fam. He's gonna shoehorn the guy in. You get it? Like,
yeah.
like this is the thing. Like
The
this
guy don't
myth.
even understand his own system, bro.
No,
Like make it make sense, bro.
this is a myth as well, yeah. About Bruno has to play every game because he's the captain. No, I've seen you drop Bruno Fernandes in 2 games. You get me? I've seen you drop Bruno Fernandes in 2 games, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he dropped him. I think it was against Brentford, and there was another team that he dropped Bruno against as well. So, like, it's not because he's the captain, bro. Like, you get it? I've seen him drop this guy, bro. But then you still want to freaking keep this guy, bro. It just makes no sense whatsoever, bro. Like, you're putting yourself under more pressure as it is. You're putting yourself under more pressure as it is.
We
So,
see
like,
you
Amarim's
stressed
an
on the
idiot.
touchline. We see you stressed on the touchline. We've witnessed this. So yeah, fucking just foolishness, man.
No,
Absolute
Foolishness.
Liabilities, man.
again, it's self-sabotage. Now, I did say fuck
Yeah,
Ineos, and I
still fuck
stand
man,
by
bro.
that
Yeah, fuck
because of what happened with this entire season. But I think when it comes to just the player part of things, I do think they've gotten more right than they've gotten wrong.
the player side of things, yes.
Yeah.
I do agree with that.
Like I'm looking at our
They have, but this one was a big call, mate.
yeah, no.
This was
I'm
big.
here. Yeah, Dan, you're right. Yeah, I ain't even arguing with that.
Like they were wrong on this one.
I'm with the idea of at the end of the day, y'all make the decision. So you could have told this man accept the offer.
Yeah,
I feel like you
overruled
could have
it.
told him accept the offer. At the same time, I now think we are a striker away from where we've trying to be this whole time.
I disagree.
Looking at
We need more than a striker, bro.
We
Huh?
need more, bro.
We need a
No.
goalkeeper next, bro. I don't care.
Yeah, of course, we need more. But I'm saying just from the attacking standpoint, right?
Yeah,
Like I think our back 3 is set. If we're gonna use this manager system, I think you go with De Ligt, center back. You go Euro left or right, and you go Maz left or right. But I think he's probably gonna go Maz right, Euro left. You look at our wing backs with these 2 additions, right? You have Ahmad playing right wing back. You have Dorgu playing the left.
Yeah.
Then you look at the front 3, projecting forward now, Embuemo and Cunha. We got to get that striker situation dealt with.
Agreed.
And the midfielder.
In the midfield,
So when I look at it, right, we're 3 positions away from having a completely new 11.
yeah, but how do you address the midfield now when you've kept Bruno?
That's where
I don't get
the problem
you have to get
happens.
Superman, like I said.
Yeah, you have
superhero to
to.
play next to him.
You got to get the
He's still gonna
Flash.
shoehorn Bruno anyway.
You
Even if we
got to
bring
get
in a new
somebody like
team,
that, man.
You have to get the Flash.
he's gonna
Because
shoehorn him anyway, bro.
this guy Bruno, when we talk about just behaving like a badass kid, no discipline whatsoever.
Nope.
He's the poster child. And the other unfortunate thing is he doesn't know how to take accountability.
Nope.
it is never Bruno's fault. If you ever see him on that pitch, it's never his fault for the loss of possession, for not tracking the runners. It's always somebody else's fault. And here we now have a player who's not going to be played in his preferred position. I think in his right mind, he deserves to be one of those 10s. That's what I think he believes.
He's a final third player. I agree with that. I do.
You know what
agree
I'm
with that.
saying?
Yeah,
But now
maybe
we
he's trying
have
to tell.
guys who I have no doubt in my mind. If you get out of line, they'll kick you. Cunha has shown he's willing to fight the whole squad. Shout out to
Yeah.
Bournemouth. Y'all got hands put on y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Buemo, he got that angry African gene. Even I got it. It's hereditary. It comes with the soil. He will not be playing with this dude, man. So, Ineos on the player part, they're doing their job, and I think we have more still to do. I think we will do more.
I think we'll do more too. I think
But
so.
Yeah.
the Bruno situation, I think King said it, and I'm sure Danny has said it. Like, you cannot have this guy being your leader.
Yeah.
Nope.
He don't even believe in himself.
Yeah.
How do you believe in you? You don't believe in yourself.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Facts and big up to Mike for the super chat, man. Much appreciated. Everyone who's locked in, make sure you run up the likes and the subscribe button. Big up to Mike for the super chat. He says, guys, let's be rational. You think it's Amorim or United's fault Bruno stayed? Bruno never wanted to leave. The guy is United obsessed, even though he's crap. I know we don't rate Amorim, but come on. Reports came out saying Amorim told Bruno that he's going to. We're going.
Flawless. We want us to be rational, right? So let's use evidence. Have any players this manager doesn't want stay?
That's true. That's a very valid point. So there's that. So we know when Amorim wants a player's gone, players out on loan. We've seen that happen. Secondly, all the reports have come out from reliable sources. Fabrizio Romano's mentioned this. I think Ornstein's mentioned this as well, that Amorim told Bruno he was going to be an integral part of the rebuild and wanted him to stay. Also, reports also came out from them same sources saying United wanted Bruno to stay. So yes, Amorim's fault is United's fault. Yes, that he stayed. 110%. I blame
everybody. Like I said, everybody has to hold smoke. I said it at the start.
Said everybody at the very start myself. Everybody, to answer your question, Mike, it's Amorim's fault. It's the board's fault as well, because they could have got rid of him. We've seen what happened with Rashford. We've seen what happened with Anthony. We've seen what happened with Malacia. We've seen what happened with those three.
Unless they think, only way I see it, like, is if they know that they're gonna get rid of everyone else. Like, I don't see it happening though. Like, they have to get rid of everyone now. They have to get rid of Anthony. They have to get rid of Rashford. They have to get rid of Hoyland. They have to get rid of Sancho, but that's going to be hard now. Sancho's come back now. It's just like,
hey, Daddy, how you feeling, my boy? The prodigal son has come back home.
Who's that?
Your man's jaded. Hold your arms open. Hold your arms open. Let me see you bring a big hug in for the homie Jaden, man.
Have you seen me? I'm just neutral, bro. I don't have no, like, I don't know, but you lot hate Bruno. I don't hate him. I'm just saying the logic behind stuff. Like, you sold this guy. Jadon Sancho, what has he proved? Nothing. Like, I don't know why you bumlick these players. They ain't done F all, bro. Like, what's wrong with you, man? Sort it out, man. Shit, man. Even Chelsea don't want this bum, bro. What the fuck? People keep trying to make excuses for this guy, man.
Yeah.
Oh, he's skillful. He's got ability. Yeah, but that only takes you so far, mate. Like, what else have you got? Nothing, man. That's why no one wants you, man.
It's crazy.
Like,
and to Josu, who says unpopular opinion, but Amorim wanted to keep one of the few players who actually contributed something to the season isn't outlandish to me. The reason why it's outlandish to me, because we had a horrific season. Yeah. That's why it's outlandish. If we had a great season, then I'd understand. You contributed to bullshit. So keeping it is nonsense.
It's crazy.
Like, what people are essentially saying, what, Bruno is equivalent to like 4 players, bro. Like, it don't make sense.
What are we talking about here, Joseph?
Joseph,
we watched Sir Alex Ferguson. Yes, the team was miles better then, but even though we were struggling then by our standards, Van Nistelrooy, nobody contributed to the attack more than him. We sold him, and at the time got worse players. No one at that time thought Rooney was better than Van Nistelrooy. At that time, I'm talking about. Nobody thought Cristiano Ronaldo when we bought him at that time. Some unknown 17-year-old from, well, yeah, because he did join when Van Nistelrooy was there, but unknown 17-year-old from Portugal who had played and hadn't impressed, by the way. Because Ronaldo's first season, there was talks of, too much skills, too many step overs. He's not going to make it. Decision making is terrible. So we had an unproven Portuguese 17-year-old, and we had Rooney, who, yes, everyone thought was a star, but Van Nistelrooy was the guy. 30 goal a season, man. Nobody we sold him and got better as a team. So why? So yes, keeping him. If this is Amarim's mindset, this is why he's in the situation he's in.
Yeah. If you don't, Flawless, you will know this. Everyone will know this saying, bro. If you don't hear, you must feel, fam. Everyone will know the Jamaica, and Amarim's gonna find out that Amarim gonna find out his blood clot, fam. You know what I'm saying? If you don't hear, you must
the hard
feel.
way, innit?
Yeah, you're gonna find out the hard way, bro. If you don't hear, you must feel, fam. Yeah, anybody in Jamaica knows, fam. Anyone who is Jamaican knows that it's saying, fam, and that's what's gonna happen, bro. Like Bruno's gonna get Amarim sacked. This is it, and I hope a lot of the fan base are happy because they because they are going to feel it as well. You get what I'm saying? If you don't hear, you must feel. You know what I'm saying? So there you go.
Contributed to this bullshit. We contributed to. We had nothing. We didn't do anything of note this season.
Yeah.
Nobody deserves any grace.
That's what's tripping. That's what tripping me out. Like, why do y'all feel the need to save these dudes who don't need saving? Let them drown. Let them drown. I just, again, only one doesn't deserve, to first let him drown is Jadon Sancho. Shout out Dan. But other than that,
Ahmad don't deserve it.
But I think again, people, y'all have these weird infatuations with scrubs. I'll never understand it. I'll never understand it. But I think a lot will happen with this. And but the other thing too is, right, the players that we're signing, Amram doesn't have to have a say. Like he won't be here, and these players will still be here, and they'll still be good enough to bring us success, in my opinion. Right? Like the players.
Yeah, but I don't like how players that growth is stunted, man. Like look at Mino and that.
No, yeah, but even him, right? I think the writing's on the wall that he's gonna get sold because honestly, just look at Cunha and Mbuemo, right? We're not playing a system that suits him.
Nope.
And the manager has shown you what he thinks. Like that's the real part. Like the manager has shown you that.
Like he's doing the same with Bruno, but because Bruno's a favorite. Like,
absolutely, yeah.
Because
Bruno's his favorite, he'll make concessions, right? But we know the truth, bro. We know the truth when it comes to this guy. I think, he'll be found out. And the good thing is these players are talented enough to not have to play in a back three system and still look good. So I think we'll be just fine.
Absolutely. And big up to Mike for the second super chat. Appreciate it. Says, wait, who on the panel wants Sancho back? I hope you're trolling. Get that bum out. Even Anthony had more moments, says Mike. Eddie,
oh man.
It's Eddie, by the way.
That's what I'm saying. It's like pitting two of my kids against one another. What's going on here, man?
Oh yeah, because you're a big fan of
Brazilian Demon versus Sancho. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to react right now, people? Oh man, I'll figure it out. But yeah, free Jaden, man. Free Jaden.
Yeah, Mike, big up for the super chat. And
as I'm saying, Daddy boy, get the balloons ready, my boy. The sketch is on the way.
Listen, man, you just contradict your whole shit, boy, because you were like, "Oh, I don't want to keep scrubs," and then your mum licking Sancho. They're all scrubs, bro. They're all the same, bro.
Allegedly.
Come on, man. What do you mean allegedly?
Allegedly, yeah. Give me some accuracy. Allegedly.
Facts, bro. No alleged.
And to Mike, who says, "Nah, I agree. Bruno should have been sold, but I think the reactions are over the top." Man, prob saw we got 2 new dependable scorers and said, "Nah, I'm staying." It's not to do with that. The reason
The
I don't think
reaction's not over the top.
I don't think the reaction's over the top. I don't think the reaction's been enough. Because normally
Yeah.
when you tell a player, you just look at it and go, "It's just all right." Let's say you get a great offer for a player. It's just the money. And you go, "All right, it's just the money thing." With him, there's multiple reasons why we should have sold him. It's not just 1 or 2. You're talking 5, 6, 7 fantastic reasons. Someone told me the last time there's been a potential sale at Manchester United, and there's been that many great reasons to sell him because of the predicament we find ourselves in. First and
It's like a
foremost,
golden ticket opportunity, man. It's like Charlie finding a golden ticket, man.
Platinum ticket. Platinum ticket. First and foremost, you are getting phenomenal money for him, number 1. So then number 2, because of that money, you can then reinvest in the midfield and get 2 to 3 players who can then replace him. Thirdly,
guys, remember, this is Bruno. We've seen the best of him already.
Yes. Thirdly, it's a statement
There's
of
no
intent. Like Dan mentioned, it's a statement of intent.
Shockwaves, bro, like I mentioned.
Before you even, and when I say a statement of intent to everybody in the team, that poor performances will not be tolerated. There is a standard that you cannot fall below. Otherwise, there is potential for you to be sold. If the captain, the guy on big money, the number 8 fan favorite can be sold, anybody can be sold. 4th as well, we haven't even mentioned this. It puts the rest of the league on notice. Like, oh shit. The competition, everyone else, they go, right, United have just let go of Bruno, their captain. Maybe they are trying to reset. Maybe they are trying to rebuild properly. Maybe they are being serious. And then what, number 5 with the 5th, 6th reason now? When you are going to approach players, that lets them, hey, we just got rid of the captain. So lets you know what we are trying to do here. We are being a serious football club moving forward, or attempting to be, and we're trying to be successful. You can be a part of a great rebuild. We've just brought in Cunha. We're trying to sign in Bremo. We've just sold Bruno. The rest of the players who have performed poorly here are going to be gone as well. Look at the quality we are bringing in. We've just brought in Cunha, and then Bremo's on his way. 2 of the best attackers in the Premier League, period. Cunha improves everybody.
Yes.
There's not one team that Cunha goes to and does not improve. He starts for everyone in the Premier League. He starts for whether it's in the 10 or whether it's left wing. He starts for everyone. Yes, the quality is not the best overall in those 2 positions, in particular the left wing. But guess what? That's the other team's problem. Because Cunha gone anywhere else, you'd hear it. And Bremo's the same. Quality. Who does he not? I wouldn't say he necessarily starts for everyone else, but who does he not improve? What side does he not go to and improve their squad? And we've just gone and signed them both. And this was Manchester United, who were broke with no pull. This is what it was. This is what we was told. United were broke with no pull. Let's not forget the conversations. I heard it all through the chat. Oh, Manchester United got no money. Manchester United are broke. Then we signed Cunha. Then it was, oh, Manchester United only have the money for Cunha and there's nothing else. But then people will laugh about us getting rejected by Delap, but we were in for Delap with nobody being sold. So clearly there's money there to sign Delap. And then reports came out also saying the Embremo deal was nothing to do with a Bruno sale or anything else. But people just admit that. People just bypass that. As if Romano or Ornstein said that we had no money, that'd be the first thing in the chat, repeatedly. But when it's pro Manchester United, people want to act like it's not get said. So that's why it is. Yeah, and also on top of that, just his piss poor performances. Let's get to that. Just his shocking performances on the football pitch. That's another reason to get rid of him. Abysmal. Another reason to get rid of him, that he don't fit the system. How about that? How about he's not even our fourth? He's not even top 3 best 10s at the football club if we sign him, bro.
People are being so starved of quality. People are being so starved of quality, that they think that people like Bruno are not replaceable. Like,
it is crazy. It is crazy.
The multiple reasons he was considering leaving. That's another reason to get rid of him. Because if you're Manchester United through and through and you want to be here and you want to take us back to the top and you shut that down
instantly, bro.
Instantly, that is shut down. It's not no conversation. If you are happy in your relationship and you love your other half and she's your world and another girl approach you shutting that down instantly. You ain't even responding to no DMs from no other girl. You're not interested. Your head's not gonna get turned. What are we doing here? And adding the fact what he said after the Europa League. Let's add that into
That's
it.
fact.
What are we doing?
Yep.
And then adding the whole, hey, I tried and I failed. What kind of loser mentality is that?
Man said congratulations, you know. Man said congratulations, you know. Like,
I'm just named off the top of my head there 10 reasons, and there's probably more if I actually sit down and think about it. Multiple reasons to sell this man. Valid, fantastic reasons that can't even be disputed.
At the end of the day, I think those reasons outweigh anything else people say for keeping him. You know what I'm saying? It outweighs it, bro. It's logical.
Of course, you know, people in their emotions. You know, some people when it comes to sports, like the logic just leaves them, and it just becomes a place for them to put their emotions on the table and flaunt it. Like there is nothing this brother can do to improve us because everything he does is to our detriment.
yes.
The way he plays football is detrimental to our success. Now, is he the biggest problem for me? No. Again, because I'm calling on Nigel Farage to deal with Onana. That's how desperate I am.
That's crazy work.
That's the biggest enemy to our success. And then there's Bruno.
Yes.
But people, you have to let go of the sentiment that you carry towards players, unless that player is Jadon Sancho.
Yeah, but the fact is that people say that he gets scapegoats. The fact that when we criticize him as well, yeah, the fact that people say, "Oh, why you scapegoating Bruno? Why Bruno getting scapegoated? Why Bruno getting scapegoated?" No one's getting scapegoated. The fact is, yeah, is that you man put Bruno on a pedestal. You man put Bruno as this world class player, as this best chance creator, as this Manchester United legend, and this Ballon d'Or worthy. And when he does not perform at that standard that you set for him, we are going to criticize him. You get me? That's what it is. You know what I'm saying, bro. It's like with Cole Palmer at Chelsea. Yeah, when a lot of Chelsea fans were saying Cole Palmer was when Cole Palmer was scoring goals at the start of the season, a lot of people were saying Cole Palmer's world class. Were saying he's world class. So soon as Cole Palmer performances dipped, bro, he was getting criticized, bro. This is the thing. When you put players on a pedestal, yeah, and they don't perform, they are going to get criticized. That's how football works. It's not about scapegoating. You get me? It's not about scapegoating. It's all about when they don't reach the level that you set for them, you criticize them, bro. We have every right to criticize him. You get me, bro? So that's another thing that I wanted to add on that.
Yeah, 110%. And we are closing out shortly. People, big up to everyone that has locked in. We closing out the next 10. Also, see, with so much going on with Manchester United, but we had this Bruno thing. It is absolutely ridiculous. Big up 2 marks for the raid as well. Appreciate it, man. Big up to 2 marks for the raid. Much.
Let me just say one thing, Flawless.
Well. Yeah.
That's how I said a lot, but I actually am super excited about Embuemo.
Yes.
I think just like for what we've been asking for, athleticism.
Yes.
Like we've had the least athletic wingers in the Prem by far. And slowly but surely we're starting to kind of break ourselves out of that. And then the best thing for me with this move is I appreciate the fact that Ahmad can go to right wing back and then play with another guy on his side that can hopefully, get us to having one of the best attacks in the Prem. I think Embuemo's a hell of a talent, man. And I think, specifically with, the manager relies on athleticism for a lot of his players. So I think he fits in that respect, Embuemo, and I think he'll make an impact as soon as he comes. As soon as he comes onto the team.
Yeah, I think so too as well. And big up, YG every single time. Also, and to Dazzle who says, yes, Dazzle, that's why we've said repeatedly, everybody must go.
Yeah,
Can't stress
nobody.
this enough. We said this I've said this countless times. I say it on every stream. Everybody must go. I've said this again. I repeat it again. It's not just Bruno. Everybody must be sold, people. I want everybody gone.
Apart from
Pick a
Sancho.
number, they can go,
Tell him
including
again,
Sancho.
Danny.
And we
Tell him
all
again.
agree on that.
That's Eddie Segum.
No, yeah, he was talking about apart from Sancho. Danny was on Danny's
Yeah,
on the
that was
train.
them saying apart from Sancho. I've said including Sancho. All the players who were out on loan, gone. Outside of the signings who came in January and the new signings and the youngsters that they've only just got here, I'm at the
Real
Mado.
shit,
Sell
real
everybody.
shit. You think we can get some money, a lot of money for Jaden?
I think we could get 25 30 M's. Yeah.
You think more? Because
Yeah.
I think 30.
It depends who you
I'm
sell it
wondering
to.
if we get like
He has been linked to Saudi, so it depends if he wants to go Saudi or
oh,
not.
he ain't going to Saudi. He ain't going to Saudi.
If he's not going Saudi, it'd be 25 30 M's, I reckon. On top of the 5 million we just got from Chelsea. Because they didn't buy him. Because it was a loan. It was the wages. That was the issue why I didn't go Chelsea. It was the wages thing.
If he cares so much about wages, then he can go Saudi, innit?
Wait, so it depends. It's what it is, obviously.
Bye.
They couldn't negotiate a deal. Because he's on big money here. And I don't know what there's no reports in regards to what Chelsea offered him, so we don't know how sure it is.
Because apparently, like I just heard one report. Apparently that Chelsea wanted to, because I think he's on 100k at Chelsea. Apparently his team wanted 200k, and Chelsea was only willing to pay him like 140.
So they was looking to halve his wages.
Yeah.
I get it. If it was a half thing,
yeah, that's what I heard.
If it was a half thing, 110%, I'd get it without doubt. And he's rubbish. Even to Josie's last comment, he says the people who put Bruno on a pedestal are just like the people who say shit and Lucius, both extreme arguments when the truth's probably in the middle. He's not good enough anyway, Josie. So I don't understand.
No, yeah, you can't save him. That whole both sides of the argument shit don't work.
Yeah, he's not. We all not all in agreement, but he's not good enough overall. Is the overall statement.
Yeah.
And the conclusion we've got to. So we can argue how bad he is. Someone might think he's a 3 out of 10. Someone might say he's a 6 out of 10. Whether he's a 3 out of 10 as a player or a 6 out of 10 as a player, he's not good enough. So what are we debating? Or what are we doing here? Not good enough. Simple as that. There ain't nothing else to mention. And I've mentioned all of the reasons into regards to why we should have sold him. Okay, Josu, so you don't think he's shit? Cool, you don't think he's shit and useless, but he's not good enough. So what's your point? You arguing that he's not shit and useless, so he's average. Cool. You gotta stop doing this and arguing semantics that don't mean anything. Sam tried this nonsense yesterday. What we doing? That was someone in the chat. For those that remember ManDem United yesterday, where man is just typing for typing's sake. I don't understand it. I don't get it. He's not good enough overall. That's the overall point. Whether you think he's average, below average, shocking, the worst player ever to play football, he's not good enough.
He's not good enough.
Not good enough. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. We're arguing with, it's like me thinking, I think the player's average, King, you think he's awful, and I'm arguing you down about, well, he's not shit. Do you think he's good enough, Flawless? No, so get rid of him.
No, so that's what I mean. Like, what we argue though.
There's nothing to debate.
There's nothing to debate.
Terrible. I think he's average. Not even Bruno. Just insert player here. Just put a player name, any player. You think you know what I'm saying? You think John is terrible. I think John is average, and you ask me, is John good enough? No.
What
are we arguing about then?
Yeah, well,
I think he's a 6 out of 10. You think he's a 2 out of 10.
Yeah, I think he's a 4 out of 10, but you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean?
I think he's a 6. So we're arguing 2 points.
Yeah.
2 marks. Now, if I think he's an 8 or 9, that's a whole different conversation.
That's a different conversation. Like if I was to rate Bruno and you was to not, or if it was the other way around, it's a different conversation.
If you tell me he's a 3 out of 10 and I say no, he's a 9, then there's an actual debate to be had because I think he's good enough. Then I rate him. I think he's a good to great player. We can do something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We can do something. 100%. And yes, the Dazzle. Yeah, there's nothing we can do now, but we're here discussing it, Dazzle, because people want us to discuss it. What are we supposed to do? Not discuss it. People want us to have the conversation. Because all that's going to happen if we didn't discuss it is people are going to ask, what do you think of Bruno? What do you think about him not going? So we're discussing it. We know we're fully aware there's nothing we can do about it. But I'm going to call it out I'm going to give my opinion on it, number one. And two, I'm going to call it out. Same way we praise them when they do good things. This is a shocking decision. So therefore, I'm going to talk about said shocking decision. That's it.
You have to take the praise with the criticism. This is it. You have to take the praise with the criticism. You can't have it all your own way. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what it is.
It is. They make, because same way if they would have sold him, you know what man would be doing here? Hey, props to you lot. Great business.
Props to you, yeah.
If you would have sold him for 110 million or whatever. Phenomenal. Same way we praised him for the Cunha and Mbremo deals.
Yeah.
Great deals.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Great signings.
But then it's like one step forward, two steps back.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no other team. The only glimmer of hope is he said he wanted to stay in Europe. Maybe some other team. There's no teams coming in for him. Let me just kill this dead now. There's no top team in Europe, and I said this for years. There's no top team in Europe coming in for Bruno. No one in the Premier League's coming to sign him. Real Madrid are not going to sign him. Barcelona are not going to sign him. Bayern Munich are not going to sign him. PSG are not going to sign him. Napoli, mate, they ain't got no bread over in Italy, so just forget about that. They ain't got money like that. So let's just kill that then. So there's nowhere in England, nowhere in Spain. Italy ain't got the bread like that. Nowhere in Germany. Netherlands ain't got money like that. Portugal ain't got money like that. So where's he going? There's only a handful of clubs that he could go to. Exactly. Inter leftovers, they ain't no play. Yes, we have seen it, but we should have sold that junk to Al Hilal. Saudi was it.
Hey, didn't
Saudi
Real
was
Madrid just lose Luka Modric?
Yeah.
Don't they need the creator in that midfield?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who didn't get the call? Who didn't get the call?
Yeah.
Y'all can say what you want, but reality is reality. Y'all can feel how you want to feel, but reality is reality.
Yep.
He did not get the call. It's not that hard to accept, people. Just the further you guys come to the truth, the easier a lot of shit will come.
Yeah. The place to sell him, Daza, because you say one man's junk is another man's treasure. We've seen this at United. We could have sold him. We was trying. They wanted to buy the treasure chest off us. Al Hilal wanted to buy the treasure. They weren't shit in it, but they wanted to buy the treasure chest. There was no treasure. I'm saying there was no diamonds.
They wanted to pay everything for him.
There was no bronze. You know what I'm saying? There weren't even no gold, frankincense, or myrrh in there. They wanted, for whatever reason, they wanted to buy him because it's high profile, and we fumbled it. Big missed opportunity. Big missed opportunity. I'll say it in that. Hey, I'm trying to say hopeful man, them allow me. Hey, Eddie, tell Dazza, my guy, tell him where hope lives, please.
Hey, she live on the streets, man.
Facts.
She on the pole for pamper money, my boy. Go visit her at the Gold Club, man.
Hope somewhere on the pole somewhere. That's what Hope's doing, swinging around a pole in a strip club. That's where Hope's at. It's late night somewhere. It might be only 6 p.m. in the UK, but yo, it's nighttime somewhere.
Doing something strange for a little piece of change, man.
Facts. Yeah. Oh, but that's why I don't hope. I'm just like, yeah, and I believe we will continue to do business. I believe we will move players on, but fucking jolting.
But yeah, but they fucked up. Then and that's it. Just like how we've praised the manager for certain games, like Liverpool, obviously, like Liverpool, Arsenal, like certain games we praise him for. But when like for example, when this manager does foolishness against Everton and against West Ham and against plenty other teams and against Tottenham, we are going to criticize him. You know what I'm saying? When someone fucks up, bro, we're going to criticize him. When a man does well, we're going to praise him. Like there's no bias, bro. You get me, bro? Like we're not just gonna back people just for the sake of backing them if it's hope or whatever. Like they have to show us why they deserve to be here. and this is it. So if people can accept that, then people can accept that. That's it.
Fucking it's just
it's not hard to understand. Like I just don't. Yeah, just don't get it. Really.
So it's just such a big. It's a platinum missed opportunity. Like I say, it's not sacking Ten Hag all over again.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Hey, big up to M. De Niro as well in the cut, man. He says, big up Flawless, the chat in the panel. Said, hashtag Eddie cry some more. Eddie, why is everyone on your case in the chat, man?
He's
What
an
happened?
That's it,
absolute
Eddie Christ.
criminal. That
What
man
did I
is an absolute criminal. The worst thing about Tottenham Hotspur winning a trophy is this brother right here. It's this brother right here. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
He planted evidence to try and make me look guilty, man. That's his problem, and I caught him.
It is. And to David, he says, Flawless, would you sell Mano since he don't fit anywhere? No, because this manager's not going to be here this time next year. So I wouldn't sell Mano. I've said this. I don't think the manager makes it to the summer of 2026. Nah. I don't think he makes it to 2026, period. He's gone before the new year hits, in my opinion. Because reports is coming out, how true they are, I don't know, talking about, he might play Cunha in a more defensive role. What?
That was crazy.
I can see him doing it, bro. I can see him doing it.
You said it before. I said that,
That was crazy, bro. This man is gone.
But I can see him doing it though, Flawless. I can see him doing it though, like
we know stupid. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh
I didn't even say it to you, King, and you already said it, and I'm not surprised by it.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't say that from a source, and I just said, "Hey, you man question? Check this. Do you man think you could play Cunha in the pivot to accommodate Bruno?" And we'd all go, "Yeah, it makes sense."
He could play Cunha in. He could play Bruno in the 10 and play Cunha in the 9, or he could play Cunha in the pivot. Or he could do anything, bro. Like this man could do foolishness. I said it at the start, bro. Like, don't be surprised, people. You know what I'm saying? You don't be surprised, bro. Because man played Kobe Manu, when Kobe Manu got mad at the match in the Europa League against Victoria Please, and guess what? Guess where he started next game? He started in the 9, bro. He was in the 10, and then all of a sudden he went into the 9. So we're not surprised, bro. This man's been doing this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, man. Like, this guy got a shoehorn him in.
I could see him shoehorning him play my wing back or some bullshit. And to you lot in the chat, I don't know how reliable is the source that said that. I don't know, but it has been on. But it's saying you don't even need a reliable source to say that. We've seen him do types of dumb shit.
Yeah.
We've seen him play Hoyland, Garnacho, and Mount as a trio. It's no more stupid than that. That's a special kind of stupid. Man played Hoyland, Garnacho, and Mount as a trio with Dalot at wing back. And Bruno behind.
Dalot and Mazzarari at wing back.
It is. And AW says Flawless is so disappointed by something he predicted. Reality hits hard. I'm just disgusted by it, AW.
Yeah.
Just disgusted. Just when you think that you can't find a new level of low or a new level of incompetence, they're like, no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hold my beer. And
it's like you get all your hopes up and then a sucker puncher comes out of nowhere.
Hope is just a more of, hey, you lot just don't be completely incompetent. Don't miss golden or this platinum opportunity, and they did, and they don't even surprise you. I'm saying we've all know what the phrase. What is it? You know what I'm saying? Our expectations were really low, but holy fuck, that's it. This is already in the gutter for you, lot. The bar was on the floor, and you man somehow managed to limber underneath it. How do you do the limbo underneath the bar, and the bar is on the floor?
Yeah, it's same thing with Amarim. We finished lower on we finished with our lower finishes on the Ten Hag, and you were meant to study the ship. All of a sudden, you've made it worse. You've been worse than Ten Hag. You know what I mean? How do you do that? How do you make a ship worse, bro? How do you make it worse, bro? When the ship was already sinking, and now you're making it even more sinking, bro.
Nah, the ship was sinking, and then you set it on fire.
You set it on fire.
What happened? The ship was sinking. We brought you in to fix it. Not only is the ship still sinking, you know,
like freaking Lex said, Lex said on the yard, man, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Man gets a life jacket, bro. Man still sunk, bro. Like, bro, it is.
Facts. Fucking disgusting, baby.
You have armbands, life jackets, and that, and you still sunk, bro. And you still sunk, bro. Like,
absolutely nightmare, man. Absolute. It's just fucking yeah. So that's why I'm so disgusted by it, because it could have meant so much more that we could have done, and all the reasons we spoke about. And now it's like, all right, cool. You lot just. Yeah,
hey, how many points? How many points were between us and like a 10th place or 8th place?
I tell you now, 1 second.
I don't know. Probably like 15 or 20, bro. Like I don't know.
Between us and 10th was, so you know, I'm just having it. I'm just looking at the table. Us and 10th was, yeah, it was. Wait, 14 points.
For
You think
I said 15.
You think Ten Hag is 14 points better than
Pretty much so.
Emery?
Yeah, I think we would have ended up around that spot. Yeah, I think we would have.
Yeah.
Okay. That answers your question, Josue.
Yeah, we scored 57, I think, last season under Ten Hag, and then we scored 44 this season. You know what I'm saying? So like, even with
That's
the goals, and we've only and I think under Ten Hag we conceded 58, and under Amarim we conceded 54. So we only conceded 4 goals less. You know what I'm saying?
So
wow, disgusting.
Wow.
Did you get 6? You got 6 wins, right?
Yeah,
it was 6 wins, so it was
flawless.
9 overall.
We finished on flawless under Ten Hag. I think it was -3 goals.
Oh nah, we finished 11. You got 11. We got 11 wins. We got 11.
Yeah,
wins,
under Ten Hag we finished -1 goal difference. Under this manager we finished -10. -10.
Yeah, so we only got 1 more win than Ten Hag.
But he got more losses.
This is.
We've gone from -1 flawless deep hit. We've gone from -1 to -10. -1 to -10. Goal difference.
And they wanted to keep this man. The board wanted to keep the manager, and the manager wanted to keep this captain. Them not deserve each other. Them not fucking deserve each other, man. They deserve each other.
It's a joke, man.
Absolutely disgusting.
It's a joke.
All right, we're gonna close out anyway, people. I'll be on with rants in about 5 to 10 minutes, people. We're gonna redirect over to Sheik though. So big up my guy Sheik. Make sure you put Sarcasm TV raid in Sheik's chat. I believe his stream has started. So Sarcasm City TV raid in Sheik's chat. Make sure you run up the likes here though as well. Before you leave, hit that like button if you have not. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. Hit the notification bell also, people. And to Samsung who says if he doesn't leave, he doesn't have to leave. What is this? If he doesn't leave. Oh, if he doesn't leave, what do you want to do in regards to what? The club? I'm Miss Samsung. What's the question? Ask me the question again.
The first 5 games, if he's not sacked after the first 5 games, if he does not do well after 5 games, he should be sacked. Like this is it.
So you lot run up the likes, hit the subscribe button, Sarcasm City TV clips as well. Subscribe to the clips channel. I'm gonna drop a new clip also. Even this other laptop's playing up. I'm gonna drop another. I'm on the stream. I'm gonna post out a new clip. It was ironically about Bruno, and it was Lex and Javon and Kaneki and myself talking about the life jacket thing.
Oh yeah, the clips channel's jokes, man.
Yeah. Oh, he said sorry if he didn't want to leave. What can the club do? I'm talking about Bruno. Force him out. Players are forced out of clubs all of the time when they don't want to leave. Bear in mind, he was interested. That's why he was speaking to them. You know what I'm saying? Same way, it's all good, Sam. Same way, guess what? If you go on a date, someone asks you out and you go out with them, you're interested. Otherwise, you wouldn't go out with them.
Why you
interested?
But then you want to stick with your old girl, bro. When you're in a toxic relationship, then you want to stick with the old girl, bro, because she tells you to freaking stay, bro. You want to stay with the freaking girl, bro.
Yeah,
when you gotta do things, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Love to everyone that's locked in. Sarcasm City, ManDem United, Sarcasm City TV, YouTube people, live. Yo, joking. Sarcasm City TV, rate, shoot, chat. Salute.